Hey guys, Multigame Master 1 here and welcome to another update video. Now it's been a long time since I've made another video and I'll bet you guys are asking, hey Multigame Master 1, where have you been all of these months? Well, I have a story about my hiatus to share with you guys and this update video will explain it in as much detail as possible. The story begins like this. Last May, after completing my Let's Play of Super Mario Sunshine, I decided to take a break from YouTube for a while so I could focus on the more important things in life, 3 of them being me finding a better paying job, moving into a new house, and finding some better recording equipment. So during my hiatus, I was trying to find myself a better paying job because the one that I was working at before really wasn't paying me a whole lot of money. That and I felt as though that the time had come for me to finally pursue a career in chemistry. My dream job, if you will. So I applied for a bunch of different positions, but every time I interviewed with a certain company, they would tell me that they found candidates better qualified for the positions. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with my skills. I feel as though that I could get the job done no problem. But it's whatever. Anyway, this had been going on for months, and with every single rejection, I've been feeling really down. But I'll get into more detail about that later. Another thing that I wanted to do during my hiatus was move into a new house in a quiet neighborhood with a lot more open space, kind of like a suburban region. So for a few weeks I looked into new houses that I could move into, and while the houses did look good themselves, I felt as though that they didn't quite meet my expectations. Then I found a nice neighborhood I could move to, but unfortunately there weren't any houses built. So I relied on a house building company in order to make sure that the new house gets built. In the meantime though, I had no choice but to move into an apartment. The apartment that I lived in was so small that I really couldn't record YouTube videos in such a small space. That and there were tons of noises coming from my neighbors on a regular basis. Because of those reasons, I had to stop making YouTube videos, which was unfortunate for me considering that I didn't want to do that, but I had no choice. However, to let you guys know I wasn't dead and to try to keep you guys as entertained as possible, I did some live streams on my Twitch channel as well as my secondary YouTube channel. The links to those will be in the description below the video, by the way, if you want to check those out. I've also done some collabs and versus projects as well. You guys can feel free to view the playlist for them on my main channel if you want to check them out. Anyway, another reason why I was on hiatus is because of the way I record videos. To record videos, I used the Diamond VC500. It was a good capture card to use, but now I feel as though that it's not exactly up to par when it comes to recording videos for a couple of reasons. One, it only records up to 480p quality videos, so while you're editing your video, you would see a ton of blur here and there, and that's something that I really didn't want you guys to see, but at the time I had no choice. And 2, when you're done recording a video, sometimes the audio will be out of sync with the gameplay, so manually you will have to sync everything up yourself, which really wasn't a problem for me, but it was quite tedious. Once I thought to myself that enough is enough, I decided to try to find myself a better capture card. Currently I do have a better capture card, but I'll get into more detail about that later. So back to the story. For 6 months I've been doing all of these things. I've been trying to find a better job but was unsuccessful. I still couldn't afford a better capture card and the finishing of my new house kept on getting delayed. Originally the building company told me that the house was going to be done in November just in time for Thanksgiving, so November comes around, the house didn't get built. The building company told me that they would need until December just in time for Christmas to finish up the house, so December comes around, the house still didn't get done. Because of that particular building company, I could not celebrate Thanksgiving or Christmas with my family at the new house because of issues. So the building company, this time, told me that they would need another 3 months to get the house done. This would mean that I would finally be able to move into my new house in February. February comes around? Well, I'll get into that later. So anyway, for 6 months, from May to November, things were not good for me at all. In fact, it was so bad that I ended up being depressed. I kept thinking to myself that I'm never going to move to my new house, that I'm never going to get a better job, and that I'm never going to bring back my YouTube channel. There even came a point in time in which I thought about quitting my YouTube channel and just forgetting that I ever had one in the first place. I felt as though that my life was over, and nothing good would fix that. But I never gave up. In fact, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and they inspired me to keep up my channel even if I'm absent. I also talked with my close friends and family. They basically told me that they had been in a similar situation like the one I was in and to never give up in what I believe in most. So I took their advice and persevered. And then, in November, things were finally turning around. I was contacted by a contracting company who told me about a chemical lab technician position being offered. So I applied and interviewed for the position, and then, a few days later, they gave me the job. My dream of working as a chemist finally came true, and now to this day, I'm still working, been doing so for 5 months now, and I'm being paid really good money. 18 bucks an hour seems like a really good deal, if you ask me. That and they also offered overtime, so that's good too. Then February comes around, and I finally move from my apartment to my new house. The house that I live in currently is very well designed, and there's plenty of space, even in my recording room here, so now I have the means of making more YouTube videos again. Many thanks and much love to my family for helping me afford this new house, by the way. And finally, in March, I was able to afford a better capture card. The capture card that I have currently is an Elgato Game Capture HD 60. It sold for a really good price at a local Best Buy, around $180. I tested the capture card and I have to say that it works really well. There are some gimmicks I have to work through though, but I'll be able to figure it out. So all in all guys, life is good. I'm still working, I'm in my dream house, and I can make YouTube videos again. And that is the story of my hiatus. Now let's talk about some things that are coming up for my channel. I'm still planning to make Sonic 3 and Knuckles my next LP. However, I decided to do something a little different. You know how Sonic 3 and Knuckles is a combination of both Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles? Well, I figured that I could do this instead. I could LP Sonic 3 first, then Sonic and Knuckles, and then do a live stream of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, so that way you guys would be able to see the difference between the separated games and the combined game. That and I felt as though that me LPing Sonic 3 and Knuckles would take a very long time, considering that it is a very long game, especially when you're playing as all 3 of the characters, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. What do you guys think about that idea? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. On to the second thing. You guys know about my usual catchphrases, right? Like greetings comrades, Multi-Game Master 1 reporting in, and Multi-Game Master 1 over and out, and see you later comrades? Well, during my hiatus, I grew bored of that. Currently, I'm thinking of some new catchphrases that I can use for my videos, but as of right now, it's hard for me to come up with something. Maybe you guys can help me out with this. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you don't want to help, it's okay. I'll be able to come up with something in the future anyway. Either that or I'll just stick with the same catchphrases for a while. And now the last thing I want to talk about is this. During my hiatus, I noticed that we have reached 400 subscribers. So to you guys, I say thank you very much. Honestly, I never thought that I would be able to get any kind of support during my hiatus, but seeing the subscriber count really lets me know that you guys are understanding of why I had to put my channel on a 10-month hiatus. So again, to you guys, I say thank you very much for the support, thank you for being patient, and thank you for being understanding. I really do appreciate it. I don't have anything special planned for this momentous occasion, but at least you guys are seeing me come back. That's good enough, right? Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this update video and for being patient and understanding with me. Leave a like and a comment down below if you enjoyed me rambling. Thank you guys so much for the support to the tune of 400 subscribers. Be sure to follow me on all of my social medias, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!